Kubor ka Batesi TV. Lawan Rashapi da ka Orange Nissan Loom Sopo near Fire Brigade Shnong. Ringkat bat ka net foodish. Ordar mapi. Minwan Ramangi hakerdog ying jongpi.
Myntri Rangbah jong kejelau Konrad Konggel Sangma haka arpu peratri gubernai naitung arajar arpu wei harengkat ke jing senrandang jong menteri ketenat PHE ubar Renington Lingdo Tongkar kentobru ke Deputy Commissioner jong ke South West Khasi Hills District ke Kongkaramai Kharkongor lembat ki Hair Officer ula Plie ba ya ke Skhim Sam bala pentrai ne ke Skhim Jal Jeevan Mission ya ke badang syudep pentrai haka Shnong Mawsde.
See the work of the Jal Jeevan Mission that has been done in this village, and I'm very happy to inform that 25 houses out here have been connected 100% by the JJM scheme at a cost of 16.73 lakhs. And like this, the PHE department is connecting hundreds of houses every day throughout the state, and we expect to complete 100% of these houses in a very, very short time, and we are targeting to complete all of this by 2022 end. It's a very, very ambitious target, but the department is working very hard to achieve this target, and under the leadership of our local MLA, who is also the Minister for PHE. In the last financial year, Meghalaya was one of the best performing states in the Jal Jeevan scheme, and because of the good performance of the state, we were one of the 5 states in the country that received an award and bonus for performing well last year. And this has happened because of the leadership in the department, which is being done by the local MLA, who is the Honorable Minister. And today we have seen in this village also, we interacted with the villagers, and they told us that earlier they had to carry the water almost from 500 meters, 600 meters, they had to walk uphill and bring the water in different containers. But today the water is coming through the pipe to the doorstep. So this is a great moment to see that this kind of development is taking place. I once again would like to thank the Honorable Minister for the tremendous work that he is putting in, the dedication and the focus that he is putting in. And I also take this opportunity to thank Shri Gajendra Shekhawat ji, who is the Minister for Jal Shakti, Government of India, who has been very kind and very supportive for Meghalaya. And I would like to also thank the Government of India, especially Honorable Prime Minister, for his visionary leadership and providing this very important scheme, especially for the rural areas in all the different parts of the country and also our state of Meghalaya. So once again, I congratulate our department and our Honorable Minister for the tremendous work that they're doing.
Singapore nisno isku buram haduk kata I belawan batngi matagas ngiru banyak banwan page ya ki banwan page ya kemogorwat jungi ya ki bubon ki developmental activities badan hangne bat kum jiro ngilayo bandan mentah hangne Mawsde ha ka ban page ya ki korum ha ki tliwing jo ki pajba ki balayo haman la tliwing isok man ruta banyo I ba kala kalador ki Shnong kithaw ka bakilayo halaki jong ki hala jogi jogi yeng kumbala keren dari Chief Minister, but ke department nginang train and shakmat, hakaba kumbala I masim do Chief Minister nginang yai achieve nak away ke Shnong hakaway pak Shnong nak bangi pendep ke target, but pen poi haman lak truyeng kata kari ke angnut jong ke department, hakaji alam jong Honorable Chief Minister, I masim hadu kata bangi Skhim nginang lek hamha hakaba ngi target, ban penyo ya baro ki long yeng hakaba kut jong usnam hajar ar. Kata kata kerjungi bagi pilti bagi lapan kata.
Hadirin kani Myntri Rangbah oleh yo laru banyak kendo pat saya ki nongrep haga jingelang ke balalong ha multi purpose hall jangka office ke Deputy Commissioner ban sngap ye ki jinge baki nongrep jangka ni ke district kili ya kendo mau siang.
Kipung na kiwa mentang
kapung kalapoi yin kijoki kila yo ya pai ya kapkon hapo la kijoki bagalo sa ka bagala ya kajing kijoki hak bagaimana kau syuk kan lejiru tikawai ni mai pa i program juga dengan sarkar ifedati bahak kajing jalan jong honorable chief minister jongi ngitanglah pada chief kawai milestone nanti mai pa hak bagi dia ban menteri ban pendap ban syakri sisai pai pa kadong katai kinong ra bobon hak bagi dia ya kajing mentoi bijoki second part ai play ki ban kin bok kiruan komunong ikmat jong kadong katai ba kinong ni jiri kinyo pantio ngarak ni nanti balanakan dei ya kabri bari ka jai bari ka step na kaya ban ni uspa ai ka por kamwa hakaba kinong ni jiri kinyo uspa.
In our government, we believe that it will not be possible to resolve the problems simply by sitting in Shnong and coming out with different schemes and programs. For the programs and schemes to be effective, ministers, officials, chief minister must go down to the grassroots, meet the people, understand their problems, and then come out with different schemes and programs to help the farmers, or make additional programs and schemes to improve the overall situation at the grassroots level. So it is with that objective in mind that we are here today to listen to you and to interact with you and to get suggestions as to how we can improve the different programs that the government is having, especially for the farmers and for the different producer groups. I listened to all the points that were mentioned by the different producer groups today. And in this, many points came out. But I would like to structure these points in a manner so that it will be easy for us to understand. Now, it was very interesting to hear some of the producer groups saying that the price is an issue. Let me rephrase that. Price is not the problem. Price is not the issue. Price is the goal that we have. Our goal is to achieve better price. So it is not the problem. We should not mix these two. So price and getting a better price for the products that our farmers make is the goal that we all have. The problem is the production is not enough. The problem is that there is no storage. The problem is that we don't have access to market. The problem is we don't have processing. The problem is we don't have training, we don't have packaging. So therefore it's important to understand in our minds the categorization of what we have said. So therefore it's very interesting today that you have mentioned about almost all those other problems. So now if we look at the problem of production, we realize that if a farmer is alone, he or she will produce 10 kgs of squash, say. And if you go to the market, you don't have enough quantity to get the price that you want. So therefore we felt that why don't we converge and bring 10-15 farmers together so that if each one is producing 10, then you can have 100 or 150 kgs. And that is a quantity which may get you the price that you want. And therefore, we started this program of the producer group. And we're trying to promote producer groups so that farmers who are individuals can come together so that you can get more production, so that you can get better price for your market, for your product. So it is with this objective that we are pushing the producer group program. We're pushing the producer group program, and we understand that sometimes the farmers, they just require 10, 15, 20,000 rupees to buy the seeds. sometimes. They just require 20,000-30,000 rupees to buy the pipes to water the plant. Sometimes they require the cover, like a tripal or something, they need to cover. Sometimes they need to just erect poles so that they can grow the different products on it, which would cost 20,000-30,000 rupees. And our farmers don't have even that much amount. And so they actually end up selling the product to the buyer in advance at a very, very low price. So, realizing that this problem is there, we decided that we will get these producer groups together and we will give them each member will get 5,000 rupees each. So if you're 10 members, you'll get 50,000 in your group. But the only condition that we have is that you cannot use this 5,000 rupees to buy a new mobile phone for yourself. Well, if it helps the group to have a mobile phone to scan the latest price of the product, well then it's okay. You need to buy the mobile, but not for personal use. So this 5,000 rupees that every individual member will get, that means total 50,000 in the account of the producer group. As a group, you can then decide how you want to use that money. Do you want to buy more bee boxes? Do you want to buy seedlings? Do you want to buy different kind of products that will help you in your farming? The decision will be made by the producer group members that are there. So this is what this producer group program is. It's one step to improve the overall standards of the farmers and allow them to go a bit higher than where they are right now. So it's not a game changer where I'll say that every farmer will come out to be a huge success. No. But there'll be one step forward to really making life easier for the farmers and giving them a bit more support so that they can get a better price for the products that they make. Once these producer groups are formed, it's not necessary that these producer groups all will be able to succeed very successfully. I wish all can, but it's not 100% guaranteed because every group will have its own dynamics. But then there will be some groups who will do better. And so we expect that these groups ultimately will form IBCS. So like a cooperative society will be formed of a number of groups together. And there we have provisions for these groups to get 5 lakh rupees, I think 7 lakh rupees to make the storage and 5 lakh rupees loan to use as working capital to buy the product from the farmers and store them. So this IBCS model of these cooperative societies that are there will then be the one step above the producer group. And so this is the next step for the farmers because we realize that that is also missing in the market. So we realize that storage is missing. So cold storage is required, basic storage is required, and therefore this particular aspect of IBCS came in. The third step is to add processing, add training and packaging to the product. Now this will be a third level where the farmers will be able to then add value, like we're seeing honey, like we're seeing the different products that you're making. But then, as mentioned by the farmers and the producer groups today, you don't have the training, you don't have the equipments, you don't have the expertise to be able to do this. This is where Prime Hub comes in. So the Prime Hub program is meant to create entrepreneurs. The Prime Hub program is meant to also facilitate different farmers groups who may not have the access to different processing units. Example, we have started a processing a Prime Hub in Songsa. Now the Prime Hub in Songsa buys the ginger from all the farmers and then they process it and package it and then sell it to outside market. So the farmers don't have to anymore go and search for the market in the marketplace or some middlemen coming from somewhere else and buying their product. In Songsa Prime Hub, the ginger is bought completely by the people who are running the Prime Hub. They have a processing unit there, they package it also there. I should have brought the products, I didn't bring it today, I forgot. But from next time, I ask my team to kindly ensure that we carry those products with from there to other locations, and even the products we have here, kindly carry them next time so we can show it to other Prime Hub locations. We are going to spend approximately to the tune of 200 crores for these 4 lakh different individuals who will be part of these producer groups across the state in the next 2 years. We have already distributed maybe close to about 2-3 crores already, maybe more in the last few months. And today also, as I said, 15 groups will be getting. So this program will continue, and we plan to touch, as I said, 4 lakh individuals with this. And we are hopeful that once you receive this, this will be a booster for your group. This will be able to help your group to be able to climb up higher and do things in a much more better way, and give you that basic financial support that you require sometimes, which you don't have. So this is really what the target is. It's at the basic minimum level where, as I said, the farmers individually, if they cannot manage on their own, these groups will come together and we will support them by giving this particular financial aid so that you can use this in the way that you feel appropriate. So this is what this farmers or this producer group program is all about. And Prime Hub, as I told you, is about entrepreneurship. We will be starting that here very soon. I'm not very sure what the exact status right now is, but Mawsde is going to be definitely one of the places where we'll start this Prime Hub at the earliest. I'll make sure. Also today, I was on my way with our Honorable MLA and Minister, and he has been very, very particular, especially about the road connectivity from Mawplang up to Mawsde. And of course, we have sanctioned some money for basic repair of the roads, but we are now working towards creating an intermediate lane, that means broadening this road, and as well as making it brand new in one way. So that also is on the cards, and we're hopeful that very soon we will be able to sanction for this road construction. So we're looking at the financials is what is the critical part. But once things fall into place, I'm sure that our Honorable MLA and the Minister, who will be the person responsible for making this happen, so it depends on how much he works. So if he continuously pressurizes me like he always does, then definitely we will look into this road also. We realize that almost about 4 to 5 constituencies are connected by this road. All the people are connected to the state capital through this road, in this entire region and this entire district. So therefore, this is a very important lifeline, and this has been neglected for a very long time. So we are very aware about this issue, and the Honorable Minister and MLA has stressed on this, and definitely this is one road that we will give priority from the state side. We have already pushed it as a national highway, but the list has not been approved yet by Government of India. So while the approval may take time, the Honorable Minister has suggested that the state may take this up. So definitely we will be considering that proposal also.
Hagani higajo kasngi Myntri Rangbah ula pelipat saya ke jingking yat kejat haga Shnong Jashiar. Ya kabala pentrai na Skhim Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Scheme jong kilai tili ki Shnong kabala mang pisah hado khat lai lak tingka. Shwaban lej pa Shnong ba Shalong Myntri Rangbah ula jingoru ya ka hospital Shispa jingthia kabadan hamau kerwat ya kabala pentrai menta shat shai.
I'm blessed that I'm able to come to such a beautiful place with so much of potential from all angles that you can imagine. So it's always very exciting and very fulfilling for me to come here to Mawsde area and to southwest Khasi Hills. It is even more meaningful today because we are seeing small projects that are being done in different parts of the district. Normally when we come here, we come for some very big project, we inaugurate the project, and we go back. But this time we have come to actually meet the people. We have come to visit the villages. We have come to interact with you. We have come to hear from you what are the problems, the small problems that you're facing. Because sometimes the big projects cannot solve the small problems that villages have. So it is with this intention that I have decided, along with the Honorable Minister, that let's not go into big projects, let's do small different projects where we'll be able to connect with the people and make small differences, maybe for the government, but make big difference for the people of our state. That is why today this really beautiful bridge that has been inaugurated is very, very inspiring. The fact that all these 3 VECs have come together and pool in their money to complete this bridge is a sign that shows that if there is a will, there is a way. The people of this village have given an example to the people of the state that if we all put our head and heart together, we will be able to resolve the problems that we face. So it's a beautiful example, and I must congratulate all the presidents and secretaries and members of all the VECs who have made this possible. There's a state like Assam, which is almost 10 times as big as us. 10 times. Their NREGS budget is about 2,000 crores. Whereas we are 1/10 in population. That means Assam has about 3 crore population, we have about 30 lakh population. In spite of the population difference, Assam has a budget of about 2,000 crores and Meghalaya has a budget of 1,600 crores. It just shows how much our people have been working in order to get maximum benefit from the MGNREGA. The maximum amount, we are one of the highest spenders, and the per capita spending, per capita, is almost close to 17,000 rupees in wage component that every person is getting because of the 16,000 crore budget that we have been able to utilize in our state of Meghalaya. So it's a great achievement, and I must congratulate all the VECs, the BDOs, the deputy commissioners, and of course our principal secretary, who has been the driving force to make this project successful. The rock garden that our honorable MLA has been very passionately talking about, I want to assure the village people out here that I will, through tourism department and through soil conservation and forest department, take up both the projects. So we will send our people to come and do the entire assessment, because we don't know how much fund will be required, but whatever fund is required, I assure you that I will give from the state governments and the department side to ensure that both the forestry as well as the tourism sector are taken care of, simply because I am very, very excited to see the way all of you have combined together and taken the initiative to make this happen. It's a great example, and as a small gesture of thanking you and appreciating what you have done, I will be giving both the programs, both the schemes from the government side for the tourism as well as for the forestry.